guys, and welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you've been here before. Welcome back. Oh geez. All 100 of you, 101. Well, I'm filming this on, what day is it? Wednesday? Wednesday. It's Wednesday because I was going to get wacky Wednesday. Didn't, but was gonna. So as of today, I've got 101 subscribers. Woohoo! So thanks to you guys who have already subscribed. If you haven't, please subscribe. So today I'm filming something that I've been wanting to film since the beginning of my channel, but I haven't really been in a good space to be doing this. So when I told Palmer what I was doing, he started laughing, because doing a video about health and fitness when your health and fitness is not that fabulous, it's not very convincing. So this is more of a, we're gonna do it together rather than I have done it and I'm telling you how I did it. Well, I did do it. I did do it long ago when I was still in varsity. I lost a lot of weight and I was looking really good, but it wasn't under the right circumstances. So this video is about getting back on track for spring, because you know summer bodies are made in winter, but winter's done. We've only got spring left to work with before summer. So are y'all with me on getting the bod so we don't have to wear this hectic hoodie to hide everything? You know how it goes. You pick up 5 kgs over winter, no one is the wiser because you hide it well. Pro tip. Maybe I should do a video about that, how to hide your, so that no one knows. Jokes, not really. Let me know if I should make a video like that. In the interim, I've gained a co-host. Say hi. Oh. Not impressed. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh. So, lucky for me, I have been on this health and fitness journey for yonks. For years. If you're not like my gran and British and know what yonks means. Who says yonks? Me, apparently. So, anyway. So my biggest advice, obviously I haven't studied nutrition or dietetics or personal training or anything like that. So the only thing that I can give advice, the only perspective that I can give points of advice from, the only point of view or perspective that I can give advice from is my own personal experience. So what I can advise is learn what works for you. And in order to do that, you have to experiment. So like I said, luckily for me, I've been doing this for ages. Yonks. Yonks means years or long or ages. So I've been doing this forever. Wow, I've just used so many synonyms for the same word. Okay, I've been doing this forever. So I know what works for me and what doesn't. So I have tried, listen, I have tried. I did low carb, I did high carb, I did keto, I did intermittent fasting, I did vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, paleo, Mediterranean, like you name it, your girl's done it. And the benefit of that is I was able to see what worked for me and what wow, how many more times should I say that? What worked for me and what didn't. Take a shot every time I say that. Take a shot. So this is my plan of action for the month, for spring. So in the morning, I'm probably gonna have yogurt and nuts and some sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds all mixed up with a little bit of sweetener and coconut. So that'll be my mid-morning breakfast at 11 or so when I start getting hungry. Then strawberries, good snack. And then a little savory snack, some olives, blocks of cheese, probably some baby tomatoes, cucumber, things like that. Alternatively, on the days that I don't have yogurt, I'll have seed crackers with tuna mayo or cottage cheese. I'll make some coleslaw for supper with chicken or meatballs or like burger patties. And then after supper, a block each. These were on sale. So yeah, and this whole shop was 250 Rand, I think. Excluding the almonds. Altogether it was 350 Rand.
So one of the most important things that I can tell you that I've learned over the years of doing this and playing around with my eating and my fitness and my exercising. But learn what works for you and what you enjoy, because I promise you, what you enjoy is what you're going to stick to. So when it comes to food, I enjoy strawberries. I enjoy almonds and olives and cheese. So that's why it's easy for me to stick to that. But not so much salad and chicken and veg every single day. Kill me now. I am more likely to stick to a diet that I enjoy, and that's why banting works best for me, or a low carb, high fat diet, because it's yummy food that I enjoy. So as you can see by this little montage that's been playing, this I took a couple of months ago, my mom and I, when we were practicing for the Muddy Princess. And it was so much fun. Like, for me, that's not exercise, that's fun. Me and my mom often joke when we go to the gym, we're gonna just go and play. We're gonna play on the monkey bars and play with the battle ropes and the pushing sled thing, and make your exercise enjoyable so that you look forward to doing it. So, and that's different for different people. Like, some people might enjoy classes like Zumba and Pound and boxing or CrossFit. I really enjoy running. I enjoy running to clear my head. So I generally once a week try and get a run in. Enjoy it. And then other people really enjoy heavy weightlifting and your fundamental weightlifting exercises like squats and deadlifts and bench press and things like that. And if that's what you enjoy, that's what you're going to keep doing. So the problem is we often fixate on the outcome. So cardio gives you a slender, lean, Kayla Itzinas type of body. So if I want a body like that, I need to do cardio. But if you hate cardio, you're never going to do it, or you're going to do it really half-heartedly, or you're going to come up with excuses. And if you want a Grace Fit UK body, you probably don't know who that is, Tammy Hembrow, if you want a Tammy Hembrow ass, then you need to be doing squats every day. But if you're like me and you hate squats, then you're never going to get a body like that. So the most basic thing that I can recommend is do what you enjoy, because you're more likely to stick to it in terms of eating and in terms of exercise, even if it's not the best possible thing. So even if that means you eating food that is not the healthiest in the whole world, but it's healthier than what you were doing initially, and it's more sustainable, it is way more beneficial. And in the same way, if you're doing exercise that's like a Zumba class is not going to make you lose 20 Ks. But if you were doing absolutely fokoli before that, and then you started doing a Zumba class that you really, really enjoy 2 times a week, it's way better than having done nothing before, or trying to do an insane gym plan of 5 days a week, cardio, weights, all these things that you hate. The moral of the story, do what you enjoy and you're way more likely to stick to it. And anything is better than nothing. So inevitably, you're going to lose weight. Another important thing to remember is that, yes, we all want to lose weight for the aesthetics and to look better physically, but feel better, and we want to be healthier. So there are other factors to consider, as well as what you eat, what you consume into your body, and the physical activity that you do in order to get fitter. And I'm going to chat about those a little bit and just talk about the things that I have realized make a difference and how I'm changing them for the better.
Every single day, make an effort to be outside. Vitamin D is so good for your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, just everything well-being. So even if the sun isn't shining, just get some fresh air. We have a little coffee shop that's about 15 minutes walk, not 15, like 10 minutes walk from the office. And I make an effort every single day to walk down to the little coffee shop. So even if I'm not buying something, if someone else is going, then I offer to walk with, just to get some steps in for the day, because sitting behind a desk all day is also not conducive. But just get some steps in and get some fresh air. This is our little outdoor area at work. So whenever I have an excuse, I walk down here and come and sit here for 5 minutes and enjoy the nice fresh air. And yeah, it just really boosts your mood. One of my favorite things to do is just come and sit outside on the balcony. This is like my happy place. In the mornings on the weekend when I wake up, the first thing I do is come and sit on the balcony. In the evenings when the sun's setting, sit and watch the nice mountains. This is literally my happy place. So another important tip is planning. I plan everything all the time. I love making lists and diaries and calendars. So planning when you're going out makes it easy to plan your meals around that. So if you know you're going out, you can plan for a cheat meal, or you can plan to pack in food so that you don't have to eat there and spend money. I also just like planning my goals. So if I want to run, how many times a week do I want to run, or how many Ks do I want to run? So do I want to do 5Ks or 10Ks a week? How many times do I want to go to gym? And then also just like a weight loss goal. If I want to lose 500 grams a week, or just, a K or 2Ks a month, what are my goals? I enjoy just writing it down and sitting somewhere nice. And all my other tips as well. Be outside and non-conducive glass of wine. So this is one that's going to be quite difficult for me personally. And again, that's the beauty of this, is that everyone's different and everyone's personal context is so different to everyone else's. So one thing that I really need to make an effort with is not drinking so frequently in the week. Or just frequently in general. And I'm not an alcoholic, don't worry, but I do like having a glass of wine like basically every night, because we always have wine open at home. So the problem is, like on a random Thursday night for no reason, if I have a glass or maybe two of wine, then I feel like a chocolate, or I feel like eating something that I wouldn't have eaten before, and then it like lowers your inhibitions because you list for it. And if you were stone cold sober, you wouldn't be having a chocolate at 10 o'clock at night. But because you've had 2 glasses of wine and you just list, then there's more likelihood of you even like me at least, driving in your car and going to buy a chocolate because you feel like a chocolate, because the wine made you feel like a chocolate. But if you just eliminate the wine, it lowers the problem. But also another really big factor for me is drinking and going out in the week. Inevitably you go out later and then you're tired the next day. And that's always my biggest struggle, is on a night out when I'm eating healthy. I know I'm eating healthy, so I don't eat bad food. But then the next day when I'm hungover and tired, that's when shit hits the fan. That's when I feel like all of the bad food, because I'm craving sugar and carbs, because I'm dehydrated and tired and need energy. So yeah, that's something that I really want to work on. So wine creates lots of secondary problems eating wise. So if I just eliminate the wine, I'll let you know how it goes. It's still weekend now. This is starting on Monday. So until then, cheers. So sleep is an incredibly important puzzle piece in the whole health puzzle, because if your sleep is not up to scratch, then everything else is just going to be an absolute disaster. Because like I mentioned, I touched on it in the wine segment, is if I don't get enough sleep, the next day I'm exhausted, I can't concentrate at work, I want to eat bad food, I am 100% not going to want to exercise because I'm tired, and all I'm going to want to do is come home and sit on the couch and be on my phone because I'm too tired to do anything else. And then you end up backlogged on lack of sleep. And then I end up, because I work Monday to Saturday, on Sundays I end up pretty much sleeping the whole day,
because I go to bed too late and wake up too early. So personally, I really, really need to work on going to bed earlier and even waking up earlier so that I'm not in a rush in the mornings. But that's a story for a different day. But going to bed earlier so that when I wake up, I'm fresher and the day is not an absolute write-off because I'm exhausted. So the optimal amount of sleep that you need in order to function properly is different from person to person. So you just need to figure out the sweet spot for you and how many hours a night you need. If you're me, that's 12.
So the last thing that I'm going to discuss is stress. And different people respond to stress differently. So personally, I'm a stress eater. So when I get stressed, I want to eat all of the things. Whereas other people, I think more guys specifically, or just, other people, they, when they're stressed, don't eat anything at all. And then they don't eat, which is how they deal with things. So I think it's important that we realize what our triggers are and learn how to better deal with things. So for example, for me, instead of when I'm stressed going to buy a cupcake and a packet of Doritos and a bottle of wine, I can go for a walk and be out in nature, walk next to the beach and have some fresh air and sunshine and think about things, and then hopefully that will help me clear my head and be less stressed and get over or just be less overwhelmed with what I was stressed about. Whereas with someone who, when you don't eat and when you get stressed and you don't eat, have one of your favorite healthy foods readily available. So for example, I love oranges. So if you like me and you like oranges, have your orange equivalent somewhere nearby so that when you're stressed, you can remove yourself from the situation, go and sit down somewhere and cut your orange and eat your nice, juicy, flavorful orange. And again, just remove yourself from the situation and think about it and overcome it in a better way. And you're still eating, and rather than not eating anything, because then you're probably going to end up binging by the time you do eat. Another really, really important thing to remember is that people who have the best bodies and the best abs, and you think they have the best nutrition and they have the best exercise routine, may not be the happiest people in the world. And I speak from personal experience in that when I had the best body of my life, I was the most unhappiest I've ever been, ever. And my healthy eating and exercising routine was actually a little bit like abusive to my body because I was overdoing it. So just remember that having a nice body shouldn't be associated with happiness. And you shouldn't think that you shouldn't be doing this with the intention that when I am at a certain weight, I will be happy. And it's in the same way, when I am rich, I will be happy. And when I make so much money, I will be happy. There is no end goal to happiness. So unfortunately, you need to make the whole part of everything enjoyable and be happy. Because if you think of like bikini body competitors, they spend weeks and weeks and weeks prepping for this one day. And then on that one day, they might have happiness. But what about after that? Because they're not going to stay at, 7% body fat for after that, because they train specifically for that day. So when you reach your goal weight, what then? Like, are you going to be able to maintain it at that goal weight? So just think about your mindset and think about the reason why you're doing things, and maybe rethink your end goal, and rather than having a material end goal, or like a actual, this is the weight that I want, this is the look that I want, rather have an end goal that's more abstract and be like, I want to have a better relationship with food, and I want to have a more exercise friendly schedule, and I want to enjoy my exercise so that I do it because I want to, not because I have to. And making goals like that, you will inevitably see the results that you want without setting goals that could set you up for failure, or could set you up for a very unhealthy mind space and body image. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and thanks for watching the video, and please like and subscribe. Woo-hoo!